There's a strange pull to places time has left behind, a quiet magic in hallways where footsteps no longer echo. These forgotten corners are open history books, their stories etched into peeling paint and crumbling walls. Exploring them isn't about seeking thrills, it's about listening for the lives once lived there. The stillness is both peaceful and unsettling, a reminder that even the busiest cities can fall silent. Walking through an abandoned building is a journey into the past. A child's toy on a dusty floor, a calendar frozen in time. Each object whispers a fragment of a larger story, connecting you to people you'll never meet. The air feels heavy with memories, ghosts of laughter and conversation. You become a temporary guardian of these memories, a witness to what's been lost. Some find the silence unbearable, but others see beauty and resilience, nature reclaiming what was once hers. Ivy snakes through broken windows, trees sprout from pavement cracks, a powerful reminder of life's cycle. Even after tragedy, life finds a way to continue. The feeling of being alone in a place once full of people is hard to describe, a mix of awe, sadness, and privilege. You're treading softly on sacred ground, reflecting on what we build and the legacies we leave. These places are more than empty shells, they're teachers, whispering lessons about time, loss, and memory. In their silence, we find both warning and wonder. The allure of the forgotten is the story of what remains when everything else is gone. Of all abandoned places, Pripyat in northern Ukraine stands apart, a city not slowly forgotten, but abandoned in a single terrifying moment. Built in 1970 for Chernobyl nuclear power plant workers, Pripyat was a model Soviet city, full of hope and youth. Nearly 50,000 people called it home. Their average age just 26. The city boasted schools, hospitals, cinemas, parks, and an amusement park set to open days after disaster struck. Wide avenues, green spaces, and a vibrant community defined life here. Residents trusted the power plant that powered their dreams, never suspecting it would become their undoing. Today, Pripyat is a ghost city, trapped within the Chernobyl exclusion zone, contaminated by radiation. It stands as a silent monument to the world's worst nuclear disaster. Once full of life, it's now one of the most desolate places on Earth. Time stopped here on April 26, 1986. Visiting Pripyat is like stepping into a photograph of tragedy, a haunting reminder of how quickly a thriving community can vanish. The city's story is not just about loss, but about the fragility of progress. Pripyat's silence is a warning echoing through generations. Its empty streets are a testament to dreams interrupted. Here, the past lingers, refusing to be forgotten. Pripyat's fate was sealed in a single night, April 26, 1986, when a safety test at Chernobyl went catastrophically wrong. Explosions in Reactor 4 released a massive cloud of radioactive material, changing the world forever. As the reactor burned, Pripyat's residents slept, unaware of the invisible poison in the air. The next day, life continued as normal, children at school, people at work, while radiation levels soared. Authorities delayed evacuation for 36 hours, finally announcing a temporary departure. Residents were told to bring only essentials, expecting to return in 3 days. Over 1,000 buses emptied the city in hours. They never came back. The temporary evacuation became permanent. Pripyat's people became refugees, scattered and unable to return. The city was sealed off, left as it was on that spring day. Toys, books, and Mayday posters remain, frozen in time. Pripyat became a tragic time capsule of Soviet life. Its abandonment is a stark lesson in the cost of disaster. Visiting Pripyat today chills you to the bone. The silence is deep, broken only by wind or distant birds. The sounds of life are gone. Nature is reclaiming the city, green leaves pushing through concrete and decay. It feels like a post-apocalyptic film, but it's all too real. In kindergartens, tiny beds rot away, dolls lie scattered, and classrooms remain as if students just stepped out. The famous Ferris wheel, never used, stands rusted and skeletal, a symbol of lost innocence. Bumper cars sit motionless, overtaken by moss and weeds. The amusement park, meant for joy, is now a monument to a future that never was. Every room tells a story of interrupted lives. The atmosphere is heavy with loss and decay. You feel like an intruder in a place of immense grief. The horror isn't in ghosts, but in the reality of lives suddenly abandoned. Pripyat is a city frozen in tragedy, its sadness overwhelming. Here, the echoes of 50,000 lost lives linger in every empty street. Pripyat is not just emotionally haunting, it's physically hostile. The invisible enemy is radiation, still lingering decades later. Some areas are safe for short visits, but dangerous hotspots remain, monitored by Geiger counters. A patch of moss or a piece of metal could be deadly. The soil, water, and buildings are contaminated for thousands of years. You can't grow food, drink the water, or touch many objects safely. The city looks repairable, but the poison is too deep. Even the bravest explorers tread carefully. The risks are real and lasting. Buildings are unstable. Nature's reclamation makes navigation treacherous. Pripyat actively resists human presence. Its silence is the sound of a place rendered uninhabitable. The tragedy is not just visual decay, but the fundamental rejection of life. A city built for families is now a toxic wasteland. This transformation is the ultimate tragedy. Pripyat is lost to us forever. Its silence is a warning. Some places can never be home again. Visiting Pripyat is an emotional journey that lingers long after you leave. Standing amid its ruins, you confront the fragility of existence and the suddenness with which communities can vanish. The emptiness creates a profound sense of empathy for those whose lives were shattered. You imagine families sharing meals, celebrating, dreaming, then forced to flee in an instant. The shift between imagined past and desolate present is emotionally draining. Pripyat's abandoned pool, cinema, and library reveal the scale of what was lost. Not just buildings, but a community's heart. It's a stark reminder of the price of human error and technological failure. The loss is epic. Homes, community, future, and for many, health and life. The city will never be repopulated. Its people will never return. All that remains are echoes of lost lives, whispering through empty streets. Pripyat is a permanent, sorrowful monument to a day when the world changed. Its story is a lesson in loss that must not be forgotten. Pripyat is more than a chilling destination. It's a monument to memory and a classroom of history. Its silence warns of unchecked ambition and the catastrophic price of failure. We don't celebrate decay, we honor the lives once lived here. By bearing witness, we ensure their stories aren't erased by time. The sadness we feel is a testament to our shared humanity. Pripyat's story is not just Soviet, it's a human warning for every generation. It urges us to ask hard questions about progress, safety, and responsibility. Understanding these dark chapters helps us avoid repeating them. Even if you never visit, seek out Pripyat's story and remember those forced to leave. In the silence of abandoned places, we find urgent messages about memory, loss, and hope. Let Pripyat remind us. The cost of forgetting is too high, and the need for caution endures as we build our future.